Plunkett said wherever the British National Party wins at local, regional or national level or devolved level in Scotland and Wales, they are a threat to this society as it currently exists, as Liberals have created it over the last 50 to 60 years. And that is essentially true. Most of the comments made by the New Labour elite against a party like this that they perceive as their real enemy internally, the enemy within, in their own jargon, is in their own way of looking at things true. Much of the blather between the parties, who agree on 80% of the agenda and argue ferociously about the 20% that remains, about which they differ in terms of implementation, is froth and turns the mass of the public off as they increasingly realise that these parties, the blue one, the red one and the orange and yellow one, are sort of interchangeable. But in relation to this party that disagrees with the others 80%, there might be the odd correlation on this and that because we're all living in the same country, on 20% of matters, but on 80% plus there is a total difference. So when Plunkett says that there is a danger to the entire system and society, he means politically and ideologically and philosophically and structurally, he's right. He's not being alarmist, he's not being a fool, he's not stirring the pot unnecessarily. They know the sort of society that they created in the last 50 years, and they know that they didn't do it with the consent of the British majority, and they didn't do it with the consent of people here in Leicestershire. As I'm sure you realise, Leicester is England's and Britain's first ethnic city. Leicester is the first city where if you aggregate all the minorities together, they are a majority. Of course, these people have little in common with each other, but aggregated so together, they are a majority, and the indigenous population, a phrase that the constitutional mongers in the courts and in the Phillips Human Rights Commission don't care for, are in a minority.